and I think what you're providing will help me get there much faster and making many less mistakes. I see a lot of value in the training stuff that you guys do. I see a lot of value in, the marketing, helping me fill my calendar, with jobs. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on.
Do you find yourself not professionally satisfied, as if your current job limits you? The answer: entrepreneurship. Wings Mobile Detailing is completely reinventing what auto care means, and with that comes opportunity. We offer you a chance to leverage our 5-star franchise business model.
Hello guys, this is Andre again with the Wings Mobile Detailing podcast. You guys know Wings Mobile Detailing is a franchise. We're expanding all over the United States. And here we got a possible licensee lead for certain state that I'm not going to say right now in the podcast. And I wanted to learn more what got you interested, Seth, into the business. What first brought your attention into Wings Mobile Detailing?
Yeah, sure. So
and you can present yourself to where you're from and all that.
Yeah, I'll give you just a 2-second background or 1-minute background. So I have been an entrepreneur for about 20 years. I've run successfully 2 companies. Prior to that, I had one that was a bust, like a lot of entrepreneurs. And I just exited my last company, successful exit, and I've been looking for something to do. And started looking at franchises, got pretty into a number of different types of franchises, so business services, home services, and now the mobile detailing. And I've really narrowed it down to a detailing business for a variety of reasons. And I just feel that, what Andre's done, especially for someone, kind of on the young side. I mean, they know you're young, they can see you. I think Andre's got a good vision. I think he's doing it right and offers, a lot of the things I'm looking for, like, helping me turnkey it a little bit more than kind of trying to do it on my own. So
I'm flattered, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, no worries. And I happen to live in Andre's market, but we're talking about a different market. So he's also a guy I can get in front of and, meet and all that. So really happy.
Yeah, we kind of unfortunately are exhausting. We're in Richmond, Virginia, so we exhausted this market here for licensees. But and you've detailed cars before. You said.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of my own cars, yes. I do own an Orbital buffer, and I have all the pads, and I've got the chemicals, and I've got the sealants, and have played around with it, but never in any professional capacity have I detailed cars. It's exciting though. I love cars. I'm a car guy.
Yeah, I think that outside from the business itself, which is really great to expand, low overhead, and we're growing. It doesn't take a lot of time to grow, but also the job itself, the technical part of the business, it's fun to do. It's fun to detail cars. It's fun to teach somebody, which you'd be teaching your employees in the future, how to, provide the best quality service for the clients, how to polish from the simple stuff, shampooing cars. The business itself, when you came across it, Wings, what got you more interested outside from, and I'm flattered, man. Thank you for the compliments.
No worries.
But the style of business outside from a franchise that you were looking at this one.
I mean, one of the things that I started looking at, and I've looked at 3 or 4 franchise opportunities within the mobile detailing, is that Wings can offer me and Andre can offer me a licensing agreement as opposed to a full-blown franchise agreement. And I see a ton of benefits in that. I mean, number one, the investment's a little bit less, actually significantly less for an upfront investment. Number two, I've got more flexibility that way. So what Andre and I have talked about, he'll help me with suppliers, he'll help me with how to get a van, he'll help me with all the things I need to know. But at the end of the day, I'm not contractually obligated to buy every supply, to buy my vans, to outfit my vans, buy my equipment.
Yes.
I'll probably end up doing that through you, at least in the beginning. But it's
Yes.
nice to know that, if I want to kind of tweak it and do things a little bit different, I can do that.
You're
And
not
that's
stuck
appealing
in
to
a-
me as an entrepreneur. I don't necessarily want to be into a cookie cutter type of situation that most franchises would be.
Stuck in a 20, 50-page agreement that you don't even sometimes know what's what's in there. Is definitely a lot.
Well, your agreement's pretty easy,
It's
Andre.
pretty simple. We got 2 pages here.
2-page
Let
agreement.
me put this down so that it's not on a shot.
I love that.
But yeah, and I appreciate it so much, Seth, for taking time to sit down. And that's what I'm gonna toot my own horn here. But that's what I love about the licensing we used to offer before. And this is a good timing because the pricing is still not high and steep. And we used to offer a franchise agreement as opposed to licensing. But we started to see that it was a lot of bureaucracy. You have to go through a lot of agreement papers. You'd be stuck in a huge agreement where you have to follow everything by the manual. And it's, to me, that way is just like you're working for a franchise. It's just like you're working for a corporate, but you're paying to work for for a brand.
Right.
And with us, with Wings Mobile Detailing, you're part of the brand. You're growing the brand as well. You're together. So, and with much less money. And
Yeah. Lot of benefits for sure.
yeah, and the training videos as well. What's the market that you're looking in, more interested into starting the business, or are you pretty flexible?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty flexible, but one of my goals, as we were discussing earlier, is I'd like to, learn this business, get my hands dirty, so to speak. I love cars. I love cleaning cars, the satisfaction you get when a car looks awesome when you're done. I really enjoy that. But at the same time, my goal is to have multiple vans and have employees, and at some point, maybe even have a couple of markets going within the state that I'm looking at.
Yes.
So, that's kind of my goal. I mean, my background is pretty much on the business side, so I'm looking at this as an expandable business, not just me with the van detailing cars, which is not a bad thing, but
Exactly.
that's not what I'm looking for. So, and I think what you're providing will help me get there much faster and making many less mistakes. I see a lot of value in the training stuff that you guys do. I see a lot of value in, the marketing, helping me fill my calendar, with jobs. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on. If you get involved with Andre, I've spent about a couple hours with him, and then also a couple of phone calls. Great guy. So sorry to toot your horn again, but
Thank you.
Great guy, willing to be open to ideas, and
Yes.
I think it would be maybe a great thing.
And this was a last minute podcast. We met 2 hours ago,
Yeah.
and we decided let's record a podcast, a last minute podcast. This wasn't planned, so thank you so much for being flexible yourself as well. That's what I look for, is people who are flexible as well, because it's not the 1990s anymore where everything used to be much more, everything is by the books. We have to follow this path or you're out. Because now companies are failing because they want to stay so much closed-minded in one way. And Seth, I think you're a great candidate as well. Look forward to getting this done. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah. Well, Andre, thanks again. I didn't know I'd be famous being on one of your podcasts. So
All right.
thanks again. And